All right. Wow, we really just.
Hello, we're back. Welcome back to Two Girls, One Pod. I'm Melissa.
I'm Crystal.
And we've got two very special guests tonight. It is the season 10 premiere of Big Brother Canada. And we've got some old house guests from last season with us, actually. We've got Tina and Kiefer. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Old house guests is correct. You got the two oldest.
Yeah, they're the
That's right.
Actually, it was so Tara.
Actually, myself and Tara were the two oldest.
Hold on. Okay, I was the oldest male.
There you go. That's right.
Keith, I have to ask, how old are you?
I'm 33.
33, and you were the old. See, that just breaks my heart because
and that was the oldest boy.
Like, that's not old.
Seasoned. I was seasoned in there. I was Papa Keith.
Oh,
everybody's uncle.
Because I heard you say that on your season last year, and I remember being like, "Hold on, isn't he in his early? Like Kiefer's my age. Why is he saying he's old?" And then I was like, my chances of getting on the show might be like dwindling if that's the case.
Because my heart is like the heart of a 62-year-old. So only got 20 years left.
That's it.
Jesus.
Well, welcome, guys. So I just want to say first, because this podcast originally we started last year. You guys were in the house. We started it as a lifestyle podcast. We're like, let's get together and talk about our lives and being moms and fitness and drinking and whatever we wanted to talk about. And then we got obsessed. Well, I guess Crystal always watched Big Brother Canada. Your season was my first time watching it. And I've since binged every season. It's unhealthy. It's not a real place. And we've turned this podcast into basically all Big Brother now. So
and I feel like unhealthy is probably like downgrading it, because like there's all fucking day long there's text messages between her and Tina and I that are like, oh my God, I'm watching season blah blah blah. Did you remember when this happened? And we're just like, yes, it happened.
Legit. Like I'm at work, trying to actually work, and there's like messages just coming off my phone left, right, and center because Melissa's obsessed with
Okay, to be fair, I always have some show on as background noise. So like I work from home and I always have like the iPad going. It's usually The Office. And since I got into Big Brother Canada, now it's just old seasons of BBCAN. So I'm watching it and I'm picking up on little things that I missed the first time around. Cause yes, I'm in the second time of each season now, but like, it's just, I don't know. It's my new background show and I'm enjoying it. I'm happy about it. I'm pumped for season 10.
And what a start. That house is phenomenal.
Man. It's like, I would be busy memorizing everything on those walls, the colors, how many pillows, what the numbers are, everything. So, I mean, it already came in the challenge number 1. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like, how quick did they jump into the trivia? Like, that's insane.
Yeah, they got in. And
I was surprised.
I love that they tested how observant the house guests were, like right off the hop.
It's a warning.
And for the record, I was doing the challenge here at the house, myself and Cherry, and I would have won.
Actually, I thought about you, Tina, because you kept saying about how you're like, if I could just get to the puzzle challenges of your season, right? And the very first HOH has a puzzle in it. I was like, Tina must be fucking rotted. Right
hey,
now.
You know what? I grew up on Tetris. Tetris was my jam.
I would post you at every puzzle competition ever invented.
Ooh.
No, I'm terrible at puzzles. I'm terrible. I would have lost out.
I thought we were gonna have like a big showdown or something.
You know what?
We could have made one.
I think I would be good at I would be the shits at puzzles. I think I'd be good at finding the maze. Do you remember those comps where you have to there's all kinds of different lines. You have to find the right line to the end. I'd be good at those because back of cereal boxes is where it's at.
We had one of those in the double eviction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ken, were you in that competition?
I was.
And you didn't win?
I was pretty close though. If you look at the overhead footage. overhead footage. I was close.
I was there. Yeah, you were close. Props. Good job.
All right, so let's go right to the house guests. I mean, I heard Kiefer. I'm just going to give you a quick shout out to your podcast. So I've heard two names. It's Podcast from the Res, just a podcast from the Res. And today's episode was Keep It Real.
Yeah, so I have two podcasts, one sub podcast out of the regular podcast. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I got one which is just a podcast from the Res where it's me, and I just talk about whatever I want, lifestyle, blah blah blah, interview style based. And then I have Keep It Reality, Reality, I call it Keep It Reality. Anyways, it's a working name. And we're gonna talk about Big Brother. I got Tina, Spicy V. Josh, we just did a draft, so bi-weekly, weekly, we're gonna meet up and chat about that, and then through the the season, we're just going to shoot the shit when I got time, right? So why not?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today because Tina and Crystal and I all have a Big Brother pool that we're in, but it's not a draft so much, like we all just have one person each that we got to pick based on like a random order. And my first thought when I was watching it just then, I was like, I don't know. Like, I want my girl to win because I want to win our prize, but I don't know that I want her to win. I was like, I don't know that she will win.
Who did you get, JC?
No, I got Summer.
Oh,
like,
nice.
I like her, but I think that she's going to be a huge target immediately.
Summer's my pick for Canada's fave already.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday, March 2nd.
All I can say about this whole like Big Brother pool thing is we had 16 people and I was number 14 to pick, so it was fucking slim pickings by the end of it. And all I'm gonna say is I got Boobs McGee. Stephanie.
I think she's gonna surprise us. I think she's gonna be a good player.
I do think so. When I'm watching it, I was like, yeah, if nothing else, she's fully distracting.
But what if she's like a Janelle from like BBUS? Like that was somebody who already was like, this girl's going to be a bimbo. She's going to be like, Boobs McGee. And she hauled out like comp win after comp win.
You never know.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm so pumped. So what were your first impressions on the house guests? Our first four that went in: Summer, Gino. Okay, I just have to say, a lot of these house guests remind me, and I don't know if they picked this cast on purpose that way, but a lot of them give me like a lot of feelings of the old cast members from like every season. So like with Gino, he reminds me of Adam Pike so much. Who else did I write down? Stephanie kind of gives me Olivia vibes a little bit. Hang on. I've got more. Betty is Spicy V. I'm convinced. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's Spicy V. Moose is giving me Mackie vibes. Like he's really like just kind of loose and chill and like happy. Helena reminds me of Sabrina, and Kevin reminds me of Ryan.
Helena and Sabrina.
So far, we're on episode 1.
I do not. That's a stretch for me.
Could give us
I love
good
Helena.
TV, Keith. She could give us good fucking TV.
Good fucking TV. Yeah, of course we do. So hopefully you're right. Hopefully you're right. Sabrina was good fucking TV. Loved her.
So good. So I feel like they picked these people to mimic. I don't know. I could just be reading way too much into it because of my unhealthy obsession, but that's what it feels like.
I thought Helena was hilarious. Like there was a couple of moments where it was just, okay, I love this girl already.
Yeah.
Like when they were introducing themselves and then all of a sudden she just blanked on everything she was going to say. I'm like, I feel that's a me moment.
Yeah, in her bio, when she's like, I got a big fat Indian family, I was like, yo, me too. So it's dope. I love what she's representing. I hope she can win some things and get in the majority and grind it out. It's a grind.
It's gonna be a really interesting season. So yeah, like first our first alliance happened immediately. The Honey Bunch.
No surprise.
The Honey Bunch.
Is that what they're called? The Honey Bunch?
The Honey Bunch.
Yikes.
Yeah. So they're gonna last to the end.
Of course. Wouldn't you die though if they did?
Oh my God.
West Coast Warriors and like
Yeah, exactly.
he was from the West Coast. So.
Me and Keith in the OLG room.
We never named our final two teams. We never named it.
We never.
Problem.
Name it
Wait,
now.
I tried to name it Mom and Dad, and you didn't want any association.
And I was like,
I remember that.
No, that's
Holy
not happening.
shit, Teen, I forgot about that. I was like, come on, I'll be the dad, you'll be the mom. I was like, I'll call you Mom.
And I'm like, no.
Oh, you mommy.
I think you should just name it now.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah. Combination of our names, Kifina.
Oh my God.
I like it. I like it. You
Kiefer.
heard it here
Kifina.
first, folks.
Okay.
Okay, back to season 10. Best season.
Sophina, it is. Okay, yeah. So that we've already got a Final Four alliance with the Honey Bunch, which is Jay, Tanisha, Stephanie, and Kyle. And so, okay, the phone rang. I was a little disappointed. I was happy, but like, so season 1, when that phone rang, that was intense. Like when Suzette picked it up and they're like, by the way, you're HOH, don't tell anybody what I just said. And she had to just act natural and like put people up for eviction. Like that was insane. So I was really hoping for that. And when they said it was going to be a twist, I was like, what if the first person who answers the phone, they're like, you're a nominee? Like, wouldn't that be fucking? So I liked that it was safety. I think it's easy for Jay to answer it and he's safe and he was allowed to tell people.
You know, I was kind of surprised that like he was the only one that kind of really bolted to the room.
I was like everybody else just like
casually walking down. I mean,
have you never seen the show?
Yeah. They're like, go Jay, go get it.
I was scared for Jay because you don't know if it's gonna be a punishment. You know what I'm saying? Or put you because I like Jay. This is my guy right now. I'm going for Jay. I love Josh. Helena. I'm gonna let it play out. I love everybody so far. But I was nervous for him. And shout out to Suzette. And they really screwed Suzette over by doing all that to Suzette. It did not set her up for a good end game. That's definitely somebody who you could go after and attack right away with that type of power. Like, so they know not to mess with you. Suzette could have went way deeper in the game. She didn't get all nuts. And if Alec wasn't have the most like terrible HOH in the first 5 seasons of Big Brother. Anyways, I digress.
But that's beside the point. That's beside the point.
So shout out to Suzette. That one was for you, Suzette. You're the reason why Jay is
definitely listening to this. We have a huge following.
Huge fan base. Huge.
She will.
We're growing. This little pod. Yeah, but I think it's pretty cool. So we're talking safety. You're talking Jay has safety right now. Who else has Moose has safety?
Josh
has safety and Herman's HOH. So like
4 people.
Like right off the bat, who he can pick from is like cut right down.
Well, at least they have more to choose from now this season, you know?
Yeah.
So Herman said he wanted to play. Herman said he wanted to play like me. So do you think he's going to put up Kyle Moore in homage to me? I mean,
that would be
which one of them
did it just for that reason? He's like, well,
that would be hilarious.
Which one of the guys said that Kyle reminded them of your season?
He did. He said you. Yeah, he said you look like Kyle. Did I see you before?
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's how. Okay, Kyle is my favorite story so far because he got put into the house because people thought on Twitter last year that he was in the house. So Kyle Moore got put in. They look alike. So he said he woke up one day to like 100 messages on Twitter of people tagging him. So he did a little video. He's like, Big Brother, give the people what they want. And he basically said like, maybe I should audition for season 10. And that's what put him in the house.
I don't even see it.
Like craziest story. I think he looks like if you put their
pictures
side by side.
I think he does look a little
They
like
could be brothers. What are we talking about here? They look identical.
No way.
You cast those two in a movie, you think they're identical twins. What are we talking about here?
No way.
Oh man, I do. I think they look a lot alike. I think they definitely do. So anyway,
Kyle,
what?
They could be cousins.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, at best.
First cousins.
Third cousin, twice removed.
Brother-in-law.
What's going on in that family?
Yeah, Kyle was my favorite pre-episode. Like going into it, I was like, I think that Kyle could go pretty far. He was one of my top picks. I do still like him. Like nothing really changed. But I think after this episode, before he even won HOH, I really like Herman. Is it Herman or Herman? Herman.
Yeah.
So there's something about him. I think he's going to go far. I mean, unless he really fucks up this HOH. But so far, I think he's got a good personality that he can mesh with a lot of people in the house.
Yeah.
I like Herman.
I think he'll be fun to watch.
I think so too. And
I think there's a lot of people that's going to be fun to watch this season.
They got a good cast. Like, I mean, I'm still a little bit bitter, but I'm not going to boycott the show bitter, but like they made good picks. Like, I'm not mad. This time, last time she boycotted it and never watched the season. So in all fairness, I auditioned before watching it back then. So I just continued to not watch it when they didn't pick me up. So that was just me being petty, but that gets on the show. Yeah.
I wonder if they're going, like Kevin already noticed about Calmore. Like, when is he going to divulge the information? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to come out.
It's definitely going to come out. Somebody in that house has to know.
Like, if Kevin is the super fan and the whatever, and Jessica as well from Cranbrook, saying that she, you know, holds pose, has spreadsheets, then she definitely knows about Kyle Moore and Kyle Moore. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how long do you keep that a secret? And does that hinder your game if you keep it for a secret longer? Because people are like, look, he kept this as a secret. Because all you need is one little thing in the Big Brother house in the first week, and your ass is grass.
Yeah.
And when it does come out, you know, who's to say that you know, they're not going to assume that at some point maybe there's going to be a Canada's vote. And then, you know, he already has a quite the following, and who knows?
No, so, I wasn't even thinking of that. Oh, you're twisted.
Yeah, that is a really good twist. Because that's the thing. It's almost like a curse either way for him. It's like, you know, if he comes out right away and says it, like you say, they could be like, oh, well, he might be Canada's favorite, and they might boot him from the house. And if he doesn't say anything at all, obviously one of them are going to find out, because it's a big, like, known thing in the Twitterverse, we'll say. So, you know, if it comes out after, now he's a liar and we can't trust him, so we got to vote him out. Right?
I think everybody's a liar at this point.
Well, I mean, it's Big Brother. If you're
when
not
you're in
lying,
Big Brother,
the minute you walk through those doors, I mean, you know, the minute I walked into the OLG room, I was never taking, you know, I was never going funnel to a Kiefer anyways, right? He knows I'm joking. He knows I'm joking. He knows I'm joking.
You think you know some people?
Yeah, this is actually a podcast about revealing secrets.
Sorry, I had to throw it out there. Back to season 10.
So back to season 10. Okay. I think I might have jumped all around with season 10. I don't have as many notes as normally I do, like, oh, this happened. This was more like get to know the cast, see how they interact together. You know, I saw who was one couple, two of the girls already decided to bunk together.
Jessica and Melina.
Yeah. Yep. There was another two. Was it JC Lynn? I don't remember. I should have wrote it down. I don't remember. JC
Lynn and Stephanie.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. They went in, and that's when we got to see the winners' bags. And I'm like, oh, production definitely told them not to touch that. If they're there, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you're going to talk about that and see that. I'm wondering if the first 8 who were in the house are like, okay, all stars. Like, people are going to Spicy V's.
Oh, yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, that had to have been in their brain.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Guaranteed. Even going in, like, before they hit the stage, they had to be thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, we're all still waiting for a twist. Like, I'm like, how's Kiefer and Tina talking to us right now? Like, are you supposed to
No. We're done.
Keith likes to be on this side of the screen now.
Yeah. I've been hounding Tina all week, 2 weeks, hounding her. I'm like, you know the cast list. You're full of shit. They told you the cast list. She's like, I don't know. But she does that weird Tina lie face where she's like, am I lying or am I not lying? And so I was convinced that you knew, T. I couldn't read you. You were right.
Got to brush up on those skills there, Melissa.
I still think they told you like a list of names.
I didn't get nothing. I didn't even get, like, people are getting like global packages with stuff. I didn't get nothing.
That's rude.
Tina got a Days of Our Lives thing one time, didn't you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I levitated.
Like, she did. She levitated.
It was so
right.
good.
And you could have been there too. I mean, you should write them.
Yeah, what's up with that, Global? Like, Kiefer,
we'll call them out.
You're a trophy husband now. You watch soap operas,
right?
They're on in the background.
Yeah, they should be.
Like Santa Hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Yeah, get on that, Global. Get them a package. You need a Salem scented candle.
That would be nice. Down here in my basement, my pod cave.
Right. How did you guys feel about that competition?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I
Cool.
love the different components of it.
Yeah. So the thing I love about Big Brother Canada versus Big Brother US, I know we talked about this like last year, is the 3-part competitions. It's like Big Brother Canada just about every week. It's not just like, oh, here's the competition and you win. It's like, oh, here's part 1 of 3.
Yeah.
And you have to get through all these grueling comps just to get the winner. I think that's really cool. It makes it harder.
It does. And as a former house guest, I hated it. And one part, cruise through it, and then it's like, no, there's 3 more parts you gotta run through.
What?
Right.
And it's just like you just picture guys like Jed just terminating down the fucking hallway, and I'm just like, doop, doop, doop. Anyway.
But
Great TV.
The other shit part about it, when you're in those competitions, I would assume, is that say you do pull out the win in the first competition. Now you move on to round 2, and it's like, but I already just won this round. Now I have to win again and then win again. So I mean, it's great for TV, but it's got to suck to do.
But I liked how they split it up into the 4 groups doing individual sections of it. So I like that it was the 3-part, but the house guest didn't have to specifically do the 3 parts, right? And I like that, the first one was that puzzle, and the second one was the trivia, and the third portion then was the disc, the
Which one? You would have wanted the puzzle one, team?
No, well, hey, all 3 really, if I'm gonna be honest, but no, I'm just joking. No,
which one would you have wanted to do out of all the 3?
The trivia one. I knew all the answers.
Yeah.
I feel
what if
like
someone hits that buzzer quicker than you?
that competition was like almost put there right at the beginning of the game, because it kind of hits every single aspect of games throughout the whole thing. And now all of a sudden it's just like, here, everybody just laid their cards on the deck here. Now we know what you're good at. Now we know what you're good at. Now we know what you're good at.
Yeah. And the one where Moose won, that was kind of almost a little bit kind of a low as well too, because he had to eliminate someone from that comp. He had to eliminate Kevin. So that's almost showing a bit of cards there as well, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just fortunate enough that most of them had gotten it wrong, so they were eliminated. But Moose had to eliminate Kevin right off the hop.
I kind of love it. Just right out of the gate, right?
Yeah.
Just throwing people under the bus. Do it.
Burn.
I just hope we get to see Kevin own up to his words. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be a villain, all right, let's see villain things. Let's not just have this talk. Let's not just be like, I'm going to do all these crazy things. And then, you win, you don't do anything.
Yeah. And it all just fizzles out. And then we're just left disappointed.
We want fucking big targets up on the block. We want back doors. We want secret vetoes used, regular vetoes used, whatever the HOH doesn't want, do that. Like we want it.
Yeah. We want to see all of that.
Flip it upside down.
Yeah. Stir the pot. Yeah. Who was good for that? What season? Was it Ronnie? Was it, she had like colorful hair and like all the tattoos.
Oh yeah.
Bill Kenny's season. Anyway, she was awesome. Like she got
she had like the mermaidy hair, right?
Yeah. Like always, she was voted in. Veronica.
Yeah, Veronica.
Oh yeah, okay.
And like the piercings and stuff.
For fuck's sakes, it's late. She was voted in by Canada.
Yeah.
Season 6, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yes. No.
We need a wall. I'm gonna have
to start the first 5 seasons of Big Brother, so I went 1 through 5, but I haven't watched 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 then. Yeah, because 7 is.
I've seen it, but I haven't watched it since it aired.
Yeah. No. Well, she was good. She went in and she would throw a rogue vote in there. Like, come on, I want to see that this season.
He was always saying,
was always saying, hey, I'm going to throw a rogue vote this time, but he never did it.
Yeah.
So Kiefer, how come? Is it because when you get in there, you get like, oh, I want to save my big brother life?
It's harder to lie than you
It
think.
is.
It's way hard. So if you know you're telling the truth, it's way easier to convince people that you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
So I just I didn't have the energy for the lie. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been the whole thing, and people would have been walking around on, who fucking voted the other way?
Yeah. My face would give it away as soon as somebody asked me.
I know. I'd be like, it was me. And I'd be like, no, it wasn't me. But
yeah. And then I would have been like, well, we all know Keith's the shit disturber, so it had to be Keith.
And it's just, I was never in a position where I needed unnecessary drama for me to be in any sort of danger. That's why I never wanted house meetings or chill, because I was like, I'm in a good spot. Why am I trying to stir this shit up? It's going to be interesting to see them navigate through that and kind of like learn to play the game, because it's Big Brother's all subjective. It's whatever you get thrown with at the time. It's a different game every single season. So to compare players is super tough for me. It's just like, well, that player wasn't in that situation. We don't know what they were going to do subjectively. We could guess, but we don't have a fucking clue. So how can we compare other people to other seasons? So we're going to have some greats and some legends this season because there's nobody else to compare them to but themselves.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm interested to see. I already like Jay. I think he's a sleeper right now. He's chilling. I think he's going to be loved. I love his earrings. So Jay and Josh, I got to root for them.
Yeah. I think they're going to do well. You know what? There's nobody, the only person.
There's nobody that's really kind of standing out in terms of you can't see them going far. Like you can make points for every one of them that are in there right now.
Yeah. And I don't dislike anybody yet.
Okay, make a point for Marty.
Marty, I think people are going to trust him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be trustworthy, and I think people are going to see him as like a confidant. I think that people are going to share information with him. I think like he has that likable personality.
Yeah. He's going to be the Tina of season 10.
Well, there you go. You're quick on your feet. What's Acadia? What was that? Am I ignorant?
Is that French Canadian?
It's the French community in New Brunswick, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all Acadian. It's French, like it's almost like Cajun or something, isn't it? Like that's where it came from.
I don't know. It's the French speaking community over in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The more you know.
They don't speak the same French as Montreal.
No.
See, brother, educating people.
Yeah.
Diversity. It's
actually Big Brother does educate because, well, I guess not. They have educational competitions because last year you guys did some measuring cup thing, and I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it. I didn't play in it. I watched it. You had to convert something to milliliters to something else, and I was like,
I was in that one.
Is that
TikTok challenge?
Oh, that was awful.
What we learned is that Melissa does not know how to convert metric to imperial or vice versa. So
I would have had no clue. I would have
rocked that shit.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Pod and Crystal
You're in a small population.
I would not have known it. And I'm also really bad at knowing where places are on maps.
Oh, me too. Geography? Fuck that shit.
Big Brother Canada does that a lot. They're like, where is Toronto? And I feel like St. John's, Newfoundland. Like,
somewhere in the center of the country-ish.
Throw a dart. I don't know the map. Terrible.
So who do we think is going to be the first two nominated?
All right. So Herman is HOH. Oh God.
It's so hard in the first one.
It is.
Right?
With like most HOHs, it's an endurance comp. So they could always have the you fell first cop out for the first, you know what I mean? The first HOH. So it was like, that's not in this. It was like 3 separate games.
Yep.
3 other people have safety besides him.
It kind of leveled the playing field a bit for the first round.
It did, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say anybody. I'm thinking maybe Kevin and maybe Marty.
Interesting.
I have zero idea.
I couldn't
completely at a
pinpoint
loss.
either.
I could. I'll tell you who it's going to be.
Okay, do it up.
I think it's going to be.
No dead air, Keith. No dead
I
air.
think it's going to be Betty
Okay.
and Kevin.
I'm gonna agree with Kevin. I think Kevin's gonna be an easy option. Just we didn't see a whole lot of clips of them all interacting this first episode.
To work right now. He needs to be.
But it was
him.
kind of hard to kind of gauge whether or not he was fitting in anywhere. But I don't know.
I think the social side of things, like I think he's got a genius strategy. But the issue with strategy in Big Brother is that you can't strategize for what you don't know. So like you can say, I'm going to win the game by coming in and doing this, and this, but you don't know the players. You don't know who's going to take shit personally. You don't know what kind of twist there's going to be. So like, you know, and I think it ultimately Big Brother is a social game. You know what I mean? Like with different elements that you have to kind of throw in there and be good at. So like, I don't know if that's one of his strengths. Yeah. So I think
he did a little dance when he was up there. They gave him a little laugh, you know. Yeah. Nobody knows who you are when you come into that house. So the front that you put on is just like.
No, that's right.
You could be whoever you want to be.
It could be
absolutely.
So our
like Rohan's audition video, he wanted to be the villain, but I don't think he was ever the villain one time. In fact, he was the knight in shining armor.
Yeah, he came across like the good guy, except for that one time when they bullied you in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm still pissed.
Yeah, but I was lying about them because it's Big Brother. So
I know, but I liked you more, so I was on your side.
And I got him. I got him. So just line them up, 1, 2.
Oh, so funny. Yeah. Anyway, okay, but those are memories. Back in here, yeah. So I think I don't know. I'm throwing Kevin and Marty out there, but like, I mean. Historically, it's usually 2 girls that go up first. So
yeah,
the girls get the boot often.
So yeah, I have no idea. I really feel like I don't know if it was just this episode specifically felt like I didn't really get to know anybody the same way from you know what I mean? And maybe it was because the competition was longer. Mm-hmm. So that was the focus really, but yeah, I don't even have any major opinions about anybody yet. So I can't say.
They didn't really show them kind of interacting a whole lot.
Are most season premieres longer? Like, are they usually 2 hours or is it usually an hour?
No, I think it was an hour.
We were in the house. Was ours was only an hour, right?
I think it was an hour.
An hour. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because we watched it the night we all quit.
Finale night.
Yeah, that's the night.
You guys got to watch your first episode on finale?
Yep.
Nice. Awkward?
Yep.
I thought it was dope. There was a lot of good stuff about me and teens in there because we were right off the bat. We were
yeah.
That was cool.
It was dope.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow night is eviction?
Eviction. Yep. Yo, we already get
already so
soon. You know, Julie is just waiting. She's gonna be tied to for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Oh, the list of the first.
Yeah, we have a our season has it like a chat group, and Julie's like, oh my god, who's gonna be?
Everybody thinks there's gonna be an instant, or they're gonna start with a double eviction this year.
Oh, okay.
A double evict would be.
I don't think they're gonna go
brutal.
Go with that.
That would be brutal.
But I thought there was going to be an eviction tonight. I was like, what if the first episode is, 2 people up, someone's out, like night 1? But I was wrong.
Can you imagine walking in the house 2 hours later, walking out?
Well, it happened on Kevin Martin's first season, didn't it? No.
3? No.
They
didn't even get their furniture that season for like the first.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah.
That was a rough season. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow night, but somebody's getting the boot. So I guess we're going to see nominations and eviction tomorrow. And the fun is just getting started, guys.
I love the 70s vibe in the game show.
Yeah.
The outfits. That was cool.
Very Price is Right.
So
Yeah, it did.
of like the vibes and like the game show and everything, what do you guys think are some of the twists? I know Tina's been talking a little bit about, like, because we've got like a little
The
chat
wheel.
going, the wheel. So there's like a big wheel in the middle of the room, in one of the rooms in the house. What do you guys think that's going to be for?
Well, I think it's either going to be POV selections. Or I had a theory that maybe at some point it would be to select a third nominee.
That would be cool.
I don't think it means anything. Like our ball pit. Nothing.
Yeah.
Right? The fuck.
I think they were.
I still think there was something with that ball pit.
There's nothing.
They were gonna put a power in the ball pit, and then didn't for whatever reason. Because the thing is, too, you guys got you got the shaft on your season. You like, because of COVID, it was so new. They were like, we don't know what we're allowed to do. So I know they limited people like bringing in stuff to the house and all this sort of stuff. So like, I think they probably had something planned to do some kind of power veto or something in the ball pit. And for whatever reason, I think they just couldn't play through. Or maybe your season was just too fucking interesting that they were like, we don't need this extra power because we've got enough content. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's plenty of things.
I think we're going to be in for some surprises this season.
Yeah. I think so.
They're going to be homages to the previous seasons.
Yeah.
Season 2, what was their big twist? It saved, it flipped the house, right? Because Heather was a big part of season 2. And it saved Heather. I can't remember. But it's just going to be twists.
Yeah.
All the way.
I think it's going to be twist after twist this season.
I'm so excited, guys.
It's fun.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great. Okay, so we're going to do the after show. We haven't discussed when we're going to be doing the after show, so I'm not going to say that and tell you to lock it in. I'll tell you that we're doing this episode, and I guess you'll see if we're going to be back up on Friday morning.
We'll be around.
And then
we'll be around. Stay tuned.
We'll announce it then. Yeah. So follow us on Instagram if you want to see more information. That's probably where you'll get it to. And other than that, do you guys want to plug anything before we go? We got businesses here. We got Just a Pod from the Res. We got Tag a Pet, Creative Design. Come on. If you want to buy a house, call me.
No, I got nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
It's all good.
It's all good. Well, we got a full season to drop any tags of anything. So
absolutely.
All right. On that note, I don't even remember how to do this, Crystal. It has been so long since we fucking podcasted. Okay. I'm gonna get our little exit music ready. Are you guys all ready to dance? Kiefer also?
Kiefer don't dance.
I don't dance.
You gotta do the shoulder shimmy.
That's all. It's like a little
There you go. There you go. You got it.
I can dance, Tina. I can dance.
Practice.
I will see it at your wedding.
Yes, you will.
Take lots of videos. All right. Until next time, guys, tune into Big Brother tomorrow night, and we will be recapping it at some point after. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.